Hi, I'm 12 News meteorologist TJ Del Santo. Happy Valentine's Day. Windy and cold out there today. We'll be seeing some wind gusts, maybe 40 to 50 miles an hour. We're in a weather alert for that. We're also in a weather alert for the precipitation over the weekend. We'll have some snow, some sleet, some freezing rain, and rain. We'll get to that. Here's the Valentine's Day forecast for the afternoon. Right into the evening, if you're heading out to dinner for the evening, 5 p.m., 29 degrees. 8 p.m., 27 degrees. The winds will be diminishing as we go through the evening hours. So good news there, but it's certainly going to be cold, but it will be dry with mainly clear skies. Let's talk about that system for the weekend. Now, we are expecting the clouds to thicken up through Saturday afternoon. Snow developing, it looks like after 5 p.m. The heaviest of the snow, likely 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. So a lot like what we had last weekend with the heaviest overnight. It'll be changing over to some ice late Saturday night and throughout the morning on Sunday. In fact, ice may linger through the morning on Sunday, but turning to rain everywhere by Sunday afternoon. Here's what's going on. We've got an area of low pressure coming out of the Gulf and some energy coming out of the west, two kind of working together to create all of this storminess that you see working its way across the deep south and into the Ohio River Valley. Let's focus in on southern New England, talk about the timeline a little bit more. Saturday morning, sunshine mixing with clouds. As we go through the day, clouds thicken up. Notice the snow not coming in till probably after 5 o'clock now, and maybe just some snow showers initially, but that snow becomes more widespread and a little heavier as we go through the evening. As I mentioned, 10 p.m. till about 3 a.m. That's when the steadiest and heaviest of the snow is expected. We're not expecting a lot of snow, but enough that travel will be impacted. This is 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. Notice that we've got some pinks coming in down here, some milder air starting to nose into southern New England, over southern New England. So we'll start to see a change over to sleet and eventually rain as that milder air works its way into southern New England. This is about 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Notice a lot of pinks. So we could be looking at freezing rain or sleet falling, and that could certainly weigh down some power lines and tree branches, especially north and west of Providence. We'll talk about that more in a second. Here we are around noontime with the rain still falling. Notice up here in northwest Rhode Island that ice may be lingering through a good portion of the morning hours. So we're getting concerned about that, and we'll be watching that closely. This is 8 o'clock Sunday. Notice we might actually be seeing some heavy rain by late Sunday afternoon and evening. And with that heavy rain, if any storm drains are clogged with snow and ice, we could be seeing some street flooding Sunday late in the day. So something else to keep in mind. All right, how much snow are we expecting? Now, 2 to 4 inches generally across the area, a little bit less down near the south coast. If you had to get out there and shovel before the ice comes, I'd say like midnight, 2 a.m. be the best time to do that, because then it's really going to get into a really heavy and wet snow. As far as the freezing rain goes, moderate icing is possible north and west of Providence. Not guaranteed. There'll at least be some light icing, but it could be a little heavier out there. And we're going to watch that closely over the next 48 hours or so. So the ice will weigh down power lines and tree branches, and some isolated power outages are possible there north and west of Providence. And roads will be slick everywhere Sunday morning, any untreated roads. Here are the travel conditions through the weekend. I think during the day, Saturday, it's just fine. The precipitation may start a little bit later now, so travel might be okay-ish at 7 p.m. If you've got any dinner plans, it probably will be okay. But anything after 9, 10 o'clock or so is going to be poor travel conditions with that snow coming down heavily at times and then actually changing over to some sleet and freezing rain. We might see the conditions begin to improve a little bit as we go through late morning on Sunday. All right, forecast for today. Windy and cold. Temperatures around 33 degrees. Winds could be gusting 45, maybe 50 miles an hour or so, making it feel colder. For tonight, clouds arriving late, mainly quiet though. 18 degrees, as you saw earlier, the beginning of this. Temperatures falling through the 20s this evening. Looks quiet with the winds diminishing. Now for tomorrow. We're looking at a dry start with some sun, but clouds arriving through the day, temperatures topping out in the low 30s, snow developing after 4 or 5 o'clock or so, more likely after 5 o'clock. All right, here's the forecast. Looking ahead into Sunday, we'll see that morning ice changing over to rain with temperatures topping out in the 30s. Then it gets a lot colder for early next week, so anything that falls from the sky Saturday night and into Sunday will be freezing over as we're looking at some frigid temperatures to start Monday and Tuesday. So that's what we're tracking. We'll have the latest information for you coming up later today on 12 News.